90-day fiancé Gino Palazzolo is afraid of being dumped by Natalie again on The Single Life. He found himself in an awkward situation when the latter's friend decided to literally interrogate him about his dating life. The TLC star sensed trouble by the way he was questioned about his intentions. Gino has already been struggling to win back Natalie's trust in Season 5. He messed up badly last time on Happily Ever After and wants her to give him another chance. The TLC star was excited to reconnect with her on the show. However, Gino wasn't sure what Natalie would decide, especially after all the drama that had happened in the past. Gino Palazzolo regrets not giving his all during his last time dating Natalie on 90-Day Fiancé. He has finally come out of the open marriage drama and decided to reconnect with her. The TLC star was nervous about meeting her again after everything that happened the last time. However, Gino thinks Natalie would never have invited him to her apartment in Washington if she didn't want to be with him. He was disappointed when she showed him the couch on their first night and went back to the bedroom alone. Well, the TLC star wasn't ready to give up so easily. Gino quickly sneaked into Natalie's bedroom to shoot his shot. He wasn't afraid of rejection and tried his luck. Still, the TLC star was aware that it wouldn't be easy to woo her. Gino Palazzolo has been hoping to spend some great time with Natalie in Washington, D.C. He traveled with many hopes for their future. But the 90-Day Fiancé star wasn't sure whether he would really get another chance. Gino has been taking careful steps not mess things up again. Recently, he found himself in an awkward situation when a friend of Natalie asked about his intentions. The TLC star was enjoying the time at her home and meeting her friends. The new teaser featured Gino having a conversation with Natalie's friend, Melanie. The latter discussed how things had gone wrong between them the last time. But she was confident in her friend's intentions because she brought Gino to the apartment. Natalie's friend noted that she doesn't just bring any random men to her apartment. She clarified that her friend wasn't dating any men at the moment. Melanie finally asked Gino if he was dating anyone or was single. Gino paused a little to find the right words. He stated, "There are some who are writing me because my marriage is over." Melanie wanted to know whether the TLC star writes back to the women. Gino admitted responding to the texts, but he was confident that he never met them. However, things became awkward when he couldn't share whether Natalie knows about this. Gino didn't get good vibes from Melanie when she told him that she was having second thoughts about him. 90-Day Fiancé star Pedro Jimeno's sister, Nicole, has a lot to say about his complicated romance with Sophie Sierra. She just shared her 2 cents on the latter and called her out for acting like a little girl in the whole situation. The TLC star believes the British native is unable to see her brother's green flags. Pedro has been frustrated with Sophie in the ongoing season of The Single Life. He is upset with her for keeping things from him and not being completely honest about her marriage drama. The reality TV star was dreaming about getting married and having kids with her. However, Sophie's hesitation to become exclusive with him didn't sit well with him. Pedro's sister has officially entered the drama. She appears already upset with Sophie because of her actions. 90-Day Fiancé star Pedro Jimeno wanted to put his best foot forward to date Sophie Sierra. He was pampering her with gifts, flowers, and a sweet surprise during her trip to the Dominican Republic. However, the reality TV star raised an eyebrow when he learned that she still talks to her ex, Rob. Pedro learned that Sophie hasn't fully healed from her partner and has a lot of emotional baggage. He confronted her about keeping things from her. The TLC star's sister, Nicole, joined between the sheet segments to share with her viewers about her brother's new romance. She saw the clip of Sophie telling Pedro that they were not a couple and refused to take any responsibility. Hence, the TLC star felt like the latter was just playing games. Nicole said, "Pedro was right. Spy was playing a game with Pedro and playing dumb." Pedro Jimeno is trying to move on from his ex, Chantel Everett, on The Single Life. He is exploring dating options for the first time since his split. The 90-Day Fiancé star looked extremely obsessed with Sophie Sierra on The Single Life. However, Pedro's sister, Nicole, thinks Sophie isn't taking him seriously. She admitted in a recent teaser how much she loves her brother and how angry she is that Sophie can't see what a good guy he is. Pedro stated, "I am feeling like she's taking me for granted." He admitted he had been serious about her from the beginning. The reality TV star's sister inquired about her age as they walked together. Pedro revealed that Sophie. Nicole didn't hold back and told him that his new love interest is just acting like a little girl. She feels that a woman is ready to do anything for a man if she is genuinely interested in him. Pedro admitted to asking Sierra how she could entertain other people while talking to him, but he was shocked to know that she was just confused. Hence, Nicole responded, "Confused people hurt people. It's the most dangerous people in the world." She feels her brother would suffer because of her and that he would be collateral damage. As per Decider, the 90 Day Fiancé star feels her brother was just wasting his time obsessing over her. But Pedro feels Sophie already has his heart and really wants her. 90 Day Fiancé fandom is currently buzzing with the return of the hunt for Love Queen. Yes, Elise Benson has finally made her long-awaited comeback on the 90 Day Fiancé viewer screen. Viewers grew increasingly agitated by her absence from the show. Many fans started speculating whether the network had fired her. However, that doesn't seem to be the case. The network probably kept the best bits for the very last. Elise finally appeared on screen in the mid-season preview of Before the 90 Days Season 8. Needless to say, she brought enough drama with her. Her first look of the season featured her discussing her bad track record in love. However, a more recent clip showed her finally taking the next step. Elise Benson is a well-known diva in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. She has had numerous opportunities for love. However, the ones she accepted turned out to be flawed. Therefore, she never ended up on an aisle. In the first episode of Before the 90 Days Season 8, she got candid about her various proposals. She recalled receiving 5 proposals in her lifetime. Out of them, she had accepted 3. However, those engagements didn't last long. Her first proposal was from her boyfriend of 5 years. Another notable proposal came from a man she had broken up with. He apparently showed up at her parents' house trying to win her back with a proposal. She skillfully shot those advances down. The 90 Day Fiancé fandom has been buzzing with excitement since they got to know that Elise's storyline with Joshua was about to air. The couple has always been in the spotlight since the network announced their casting. That is mostly due to Elise's past romantic endeavors in the hit franchise. The fandom might remember her failed relationship with Carlo. She had remarked that the relationship was her most toxic one in her first look of the season. Moreover, she gushed about her new hunk of a man from Australia. The reality TV star came across Joshua when he slid into her DMs, and the two got to talking. Over time, their conversations deepened, and Elise was ready to take the leap of faith. Now that she has taken the leap of faith and flown to Australia, Joshua and his good friend welcomed her warmly. However, their first meet and greet turned into an impromptu hangout. The men were planning to catch the race at a bar, and Elise decided to join in. Needless to say, Joshua was certainly impressed. However, when Elise worried about the outfit, she made the men choose one for her. She opened a few of her suitcases, where the men went through her collection of dresses. She remarked how she wanted a slutty one and ended up choosing one to her liking. Elise then subsequently went to the washroom and changed. 90 Day Fiancé couple Patia and Dylan have been together for over a decade. But their love came at a high price. Their love story was not easy at all. There are many challenges and difficulties acting as a fork on the road. However, their strong bond and everlasting love weathered all those challenges. Needless to say, they're still together. Moreover, it is a happy union as the newly engaged couple basks in the serenity of this new chapter of their lives. Yes, Dylan had popped the question last season on the other way. Following suit came quite an emotional moment as Patia tearfully said yes. She has since been on cloud 9. However, the couple indulged in a long-distance relationship. There's a saying that a woman glows a certain way when her man is loving her right. That seemed to be the case for Patia during the tell-all. The season finale of the last season featured a major milestone in Patia and Dylan's relationship. The couple got engaged. Therefore, during the tell-all, where Patia was gleaming, many fans undoubtedly noticed. The happy glow was evident on her face. Patia turned heads with her red-hot, sizzling look. She additionally sported a bright red lip to resonate her passion. Needless to say, the fandom dedicated a whole Reddit thread to discuss her tell-all glow-up. Many fans noted that she looked livelier after the engagement. Many other fans complimented her visceral mindset for choosing red. 90-day fiancé couple Dylan and Padilla's relationship journey was certainly not a walk in the park. Over a decade of togetherness has made them face various adversities. However, they worked through it all like adults. Even in the last season, they faced various challenges. One of them was recurring. The fandom might remember that Dylan's mom's interference in their relationship created an evident rift between the lovers. While Dylan relied emotionally on his mother, Padilla was an independent woman. They began having frequent fights over the mother's involvement. However, rumors of their breakup quickly went away, all because of Dylan's timely proposal. However, the couple seems to be in a long-distance relationship again. Padilla went to her social media to conduct a live. While talking to her fans, she let it slip that Dylan is apparently in Thailand. Moreover, she shared how long distance was hard, and they intended to come together permanently soon. 90-day fiancé fan blogger Alexa Pomegranate featured her clip on their page. "We want to make sure that everything is done the right way," she stated. However, few fans noticed that she wasn't wearing the engagement ring that she had been gushing over for months. This has sparked off various rumors about a possible relationship. But Padilla, on her live, seemed happy and content as she gushed about their future plans.